At the Church Ambassador Network, we help pastors to develop a discipleship relationship with people serving in government. And when we teach pastors how to engage government, we often use 3 words to help them sort of get their mind around what they're about to do. Those 3 words are person, shepherd, and partner. First, we want to get to know people in government as a person first. It's important to know who they are, why they have decided to serve, sort of what makes them tick, and how we can best pray for them. Then second is shepherd. We want to help the people in government to see themselves the way we believe that God sees them, which is as a shepherd serving in an institution ordained by God. And third, partner, refers to the relationship between the church and our government in serving the people of our state. We want people in government to see the Church of Jesus Christ as an effective problem solver and a legitimate partner in meeting the needs of the community. And so when we take pastors in to visit with people in government, we always start with a passage of Scripture, and we apply that Scripture to the work that they do. For example, one of the verses that we frequently use is John chapter 10, starting in verse 10 through 13. And I'd like to share that with you right now. Then Jesus said to them, "Most assuredly I say to you, I'm the door of the sheep. All who ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. I am the door. If anyone enters by me, he will be saved, and will go in and out and find pasture. The thief does not come except to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life, and that they may have it more abundantly. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd gives his life for the sheep. But a hireling, he who is not the shepherd, one who does not own the sheep, sees the wolf coming and leaves the sheep and flees, and the wolf catches the sheep and scatters them. The hireling flees because he's a hireling and does not care about the sheep." In this passage, there are 3 types of people described, and Jesus talks about these 3. First is the thief. It says here in verse 10, "The thief does not come except to steal, kill, and destroy." And in government, this is the tyrant. This is the person who is motivated by power and by fame. Next is the hireling. The hireling is that person who's kind of the consummate politician. That's a people pleaser, someone who's motivated by public opinion and taking the path of least resistance to maximize their personal popularity. What's maybe best for the people is not always the primary thought, but how do I build consensus? How do I maximize my popularity? And then the third is the shepherd. The shepherd is what we would call a statesman. These are the people who do what's right, no matter what the cost. They risk their position and they endure the pressures that come with doing what's right because they know that they're there to serve the people and they care about the people. We want to encourage everyone in government to see themselves in this way. It's a high calling. It's a unique opportunity. And we come alongside as pastors representing the church, as ambassadors for Christ, calling on the people in government to look to God for instruction and to see themselves as a shepherd, serving the people of their state. Now, the United States is unique in that we, as the citizens, get to participate in selecting the people who serve in those positions in government. We have an opportunity, and I would say an obligation, as believers, to seek to elevate people who have already demonstrated a shepherd's heart. Now, next January, when the legislature starts, we will minister with and to everyone who gets elected and is in positions of authority throughout the government. But as November gets closer, and as good citizens, we want to encourage you to prayerfully and carefully consider the people and the positions, the propositions that are on the ballot, to do your homework, to ask God for guidance, and to choose well in 2024.